Previously on Quest for Competence.
Obviously, a tree in front of a road to create some sort of choke point.
You still haven't told me if the guy sitting on the downed tree is hot.
I represent certain interests from the city of Alberic. Interests that do not always align with Mayor Veronan's. So he is going to miss spectacularly.
Excellent.
Good job, buddy.
Oh yes, real sexy.
We could have just had a party and negotiated this, but no!
Hey everybody, I'm Judy Black. I play Gigi the Necromancer in this quest for competence. In my non-French necromantic life, I am a writer of mainly like D&D type stuff. My latest module is a short and sweet little module for new players to kind of ease you into the world of D&D. It also is really good for kids, which is strange for me. But, there we are. And I will soon have something out for the Kickstarter for Bookworm if you backed that. So look forward to a very punny library adventure coming your way very soon. Next.
Howdy. I am the one, the only, the R.E. Carr, and I play the militant vegan druid, Hilda Swington. Sometimes a little more violent than she needs to be. When I am not breaking my vow of pacifism, I write urban fantasy books, sometimes with the one and only Rick Gualtieri. Our latest, Deviant Dark Dryads, is available wherever not-so-fine books are sold.
Hi, I'm Teresa Glover, and in this game, I play Trin Karen, who is probably going to end up with you in her downline at some point for one of the various network marketing opportunities that she's involved in. In real life, I do write the Caitlin Kelly Monster Hunter series with Falstaff Books, and I'm also an editor with Falstaff Books, and just a general pain in the ass.
Can confirm.
Hey everyone, my name is Rick Gualtieri and I play Moog Face Eater, who I've seen a few comments refer to as the anti-Bjorg. While I would normally want to talk to you about my favorite subject, me, instead I figured I'd mention that Authors and Dragons Con is coming up really soon. We're talking August 11th to 13th in Portland, Oregon. Go to authorsanddragons.com to pick up tickets and be quick about it because the special rates we have for the hotel are expiring really soon, as in first week of July. So I'm thinking once you see this podcast, you probably have a couple days left. So get to it while you're sitting here listening to me. We have a great lineup. We have Matt Dinneman. We have Amy Landon. We have so many wonderful guests, including the normal assholes you could see any year there, but they're still cool too. So be sure to grab your tickets for Authors and Dragons Con. Yeah.
So, hey y'all, I'm Misty Massey. I'm the author of the Mad Kestrel series of pirate fantasy adventures. I'm an editor for Lore Seekers Press, Falstaff Books, Mocha Memoirs Press, and who knows who's going to ask me to edit for them next. It's just all a blur. Today I'm going to be playing the slick, seductive human thief, rogue, and Weir Crow, who is, as far as I can tell, probably, his thiefishness notwithstanding, the one out of the party that you'd probably want to invite home to dinner, which just messes with my head when I try to think about it, so I don't think about it. And I wanted to mention to you that there are a couple days left. By the time you hear this, there are going to be a couple of days left on the Nevermore Kickstarter. What is Nevermore? Oh, it's this fabulous anthology featuring a bunch of your favorite writers, some of whom are here right now. And it's based on the stories of Edgar Allan Poe, and you too can have your very own copy. So go to Kickstarter, search Nevermore, give us a pledge. There's still some great pledge levels available, and we would love to get over that funding ledge so that we can make this book happen for you.
And just added today on the tiers that will get you a paperback or a hardback or both, we have added shipping of physical rewards to our Canadian friends because I figured out how much it will cost and how to add shipping. So if you
Good
are
job.
in Canada, you too can get yourself some Poe. You can be a Poe boy
Canada.
from a Poe family. I'm John Hartness, and I am the founder of Falstaff Books and the author of multiple series, including The Black Knight Chronicles, Bubba the Monster Hunter, and Quincy Harker Demon Hunter. My latest release, Wampus Rumpus, releases tomorrow, if you're listening to this as soon as it drops. So Thursday, June 29th, you will be able to have more Bubba in your Kindle. And that was about as clean as I could make that. And I'm also the standard bearer for this legion of lunatics. And when last we left our intrepid goobers, they had just beaten up a bunch of girls, also killing a bunch of bandits, but they had just beaten up a bunch of people and were going to take a nap, as one does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
killing people's exhausting.
I
For
mean,
real.
I didn't
plus,
beat
you
up
know, we've got to
anybody.
think about cooking.
Is that?
So, as you have slept the night away, somehow trusting George the bailiff to keep you safe, and it worked. You all woke up. Nobody died. Good job.
I tried real hard, but I have a racial bonus that prevented that.
There you
I
go.
was going to say before going to bed, Moog was going to take 2 hours and perform a weapon bond on his two main melee weapons.
Not sure what that does, but rock on.
Well, if anybody asks, Moog shows you by taking his axe, throwing it into the woods, and then holding out his hand as it appears instantly in it.
Nice.
Very nice.
Cuts out a lot of the issues people have when they're throwing away their main weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Like dying. Dying is
question.
the most normal issue. Yes.
Are there any strange and unusual fauna that I too can study before I go off and sleep in my bloody rags?
You can roll me either perception or nature, and I will let you know.
Hilda rolls a 22.
Yes, you find several different flowering plants that are unfamiliar to you. So you can take some time and study their uses, and you're not going to since they're unfamiliar, you're not going to know right off whether or not they're edible or have use in medicines, but they do seem to be of the same family as medicinal herbs that you have seen in the past that you know are useful for making potions and things of that nature.
I will collect some for study and generally be a good model druid and not anything else because, of course, that's what I am, a sweet nature-loving vegan hippie.
Right.
Be careful. Some of these might give you a rash.
Yes. Some of them might give you a rash in places you really, really don't want rashes.
Did
That's
you
what she
just
said.
druid-splain me, human?
Yeah.
No, maybe. I don't know what. I just remember that leaves can give you rashes, and you were touching leaves. I'm sorry. I'll go over here now and pat my horse.
Is it a tasty-smelling human? No.
Probably
just
not right now because
Therapy.
I didn't beat anybody up. I smell fresh as a damn daisy. So
Do you really want to say that in front of the barely reformed cannibal?
I mean, we
Maybe.
all did spend a night in jail, so unless you were dousing yourself with oils like I did, you probably stink. I just stink
Mm.
better.
I'll go back to my herbs. They're less complicated than people. And try not to think about dinner.
well, you do scarf down some rations and toddle off to bed. You take a long rest. You manage to recover any lost hit points and any expended spell slots. Then in the morning, as you wake up or leave your tiny huts or however you rouse yourself, except for that, don't do that. There's a familiar smell in the air and a sound of sizzling. Somebody's making bacon.
I was gonna say,
Wait, somebody's cooking an animal product in
Yep.
front of me?
George the bailiff.
we left bodies all around. Might be them.
It doesn't look like he's chopped any pieces off of the women you murdered, but you're probably not looking that closely.
But an animal was sacrificed for the nature of food? A poor, helpless, innocent animal in front of me?
Okay, so I'm gonna
No.
grab like my little oil kit out, and I'm gonna go over and just start daubing her with like lavender and peppermint and shit to calm her down. It'll be
Is there an
fine.
essential oil for reformed cannibal?
Are there any birds or squirrels in sight?
Remember your breathing.
Sure, roll perception.
I am just tending to my 2 new zombies I raised in the night.
Moog rolls a 16.
Moog sees a bunch of birds flitting around. You don't see any squirrels. But
Okay.
if I were a squirrel, I wouldn't be anywhere near you either.
Moog will shoot a magic missile at one of the birds.
All right.
Nice.
Someone is attacking the wildlife?
Moog just killed a bird.
I take a
Moog will
couple of
walk up,
stones
pick
out of
it
my
up,
bag.
and just toss it in, like, in the frying pan. It's like, there, more breakfast.
Take a couple of stones, put them on Rachel's shoulders.
George picks the bird up out of the frying pan and just throws it into the fire underneath the pan.
Wasting a bird?
No.
I think he's cooking the bird.
No, Moog wasted bird.
This is what I get. One night with the mayor's daughter and wife. And this is what I have to deal with.
Were the
What?
mayor's wife and daughter different people?
You have sex with daughter corpse?
She wasn't a corpse when I slept with her, and yes, the daughter and the wife were different people.
That is at least the first reassuring thing I've seen or heard this morning. Oh my god, I'm losing control of adjectives. I must find my happy place. What do I even roll to prevent having a nervous breakdown and killing everyone for eating animals?
You go hunt some squirrels. Moog find that very, very relaxing.
No.
Aren't your leaves supposed to be good for you? Go eat your leaves.
I'm going to go and just enjoy some bacon and the show.
They're also potatoes.
I'm sure we can find some valerian root for you to chew on and calm the fuck down.
Potato
Listen
first,
to the cleric.
potential rage and party killing later.
So,
Does
Moog will
anyone
also
have
point out
the
that there's still bodies around if you really want to snack on them. Maybe that make you feel better.
Are any of the bodies human?
The bodies we killed last night.
No, I meant are any of them human?
all of them are human.
Oh, all of them are human. I thought some might have been different race. So there's freshly aged human corpses
Mhm.
All around you.
And knock off flies. Good to eat.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Therapy.
I'm joining George by the fire because he's making bacon and he's in trouble for having slept with the wrong people, and I can completely get behind this. I can relate. So I'm joining George.
So what are you in for?
The pub owner's son and I, we were just kind of partying, having a good old time, and the pub owner didn't like it at all, and so he had me arrested for stealing his wife's jewels, as if she had any jewels worth stealing, please.
Uh-huh.
Or unless it was, her son is her jewel. But
You ripped off Mortimer. Yeah. That'll get you.
I didn't rip him off. I was just partying with his son. I mean, have you
Yeah,
seen his son? He's gorgeous.
He's also an idiot.
I wasn't with him for his mind.
That makes them better sometimes.
I guess that is better. Yeah.
Yeah,
The pretty ones usually aren't that bright.
exactly.
What about you, Frenchie?
He certainly didn't come to see me in jail.
What are you doing? And what the... What are those?
This is Mademoiselle Conchy and Gary. These are my two new assistants.
From the looks of them, they're not gonna need any bacon.
I mean, they're not far from bacon from themselves.
Presumably not. It might be nice to give them a little treat, but they haven't done anything worthy of treats yet.
I don't even know if I want to know what got you arrested,
Oh,
but
okay then.
but I do.
I want to know.
It's very simple. I killed a man.
Just to watch him die?
Just one?
Just the one. It was, it was a very simple thing. I don't know why everyone... That's it. It's very simple.
Did he
It's not
do
complicated.
anything?
Well, a long time ago, he did some, shall we say, bad shit to my husband, and so I finally found him, and then I was like, oh ho ho. And, eventually people run out of counterspells.
Did he defile nature in any way, or eat meat?
I assume he was a meat eater. I don't know. He was an elf, and I don't really know very much about him.
It's a shame. Probably
It was-
hot, but he deserved to die.
No. He was not hurt, unfortunately. Well, he was when he died.
That sounds like fun.
It was quite a lovely barbecue, but the magistrates, the police, whatever you call them, they did not agree.
I
So-
heard about that.
Elves don't barbecue well. They're not fatty enough.
And I did not want to call it cause a diplomatic incident, and so I just went to jail rather than deal with all of that.
You burned down 4 buildings and everyone inside.
Well, I did need to resupply on some bodies, so unfortunately I was interrupted before I could collect my skeletons.
So the zombies walking around, those are they're under your control?
They will do exactly as I say.
I don't know if I find that reassuring or not.
I don't know why at all you would think that, Georgie.
Make them dance.
I've never heard my name said in a way that terrifies me before.
Okay. Mademoiselle Conchy, Gary, you two waltz. Gary, you are following Mademoiselle Conchy. Her feet are still intact, yours are not. And off they go.
So now you have bacon, you have potatoes, and you have dancing zombies.
Breakfast and a floor show.
I mean, what else does a person need? Yeah.
Yeah.
Beer would be
All right,
nice.
you with the oils. What's your deal? Who'd you swindle?
I don't know what you're talking about. I ended up in jail. It was a misunderstanding. I mean, I tried to explain to them, but they refused to see my way, so I'm assuming it's some kind of plot from the Illuminati that got me there. I'm just too powerful and too dangerous. So they had to lock me away.
The Illuma who what?
The Illuminati.
Is that like the lizard people?
Oh, there's a whole cabal. I'll tell you about it later. It's really not that interesting.
All right.
Moog think maybe perhaps you should stop inhaling own oils.
Oh no, they're delightful. They're good for you. Like if you have a headache. See, even our little bloodthirsty druid over there is calmed down now. See?
Moog not care that much.
Moog, what did you do? I mean,
What didn't he do?
There was Moog, minding own business, trying to drown elven child in horse trough. Guards appear and descend upon Moog and beat him unconscious.
why were you trying to drown the elf in the horse trough?
Because he was elf child, and drowning sounded incredibly painful.
Wait, was there a specific reason this elf needed to be drowned?
Yes,
And that was?
because he elf. Duh.
But aren't you an elf?
At that, Moog gets up and gets in your face. Moog, not elf. Moog hates elves. Moog kills elves. Moog kills elves' family. Moog feeds the family to pigs, and then Moog kills the pigs.
Has
Okay,
Moog
so-
looked in a mirror lately?
Moog knows how ugly Moog is. Do not remind Moog.
No, you have a certain je ne sais quoi to you, honestly.
So what I'm hearing is you have low self-esteem and thus should be fairly easy to bang should I get
No.
desperate.
Moog have great self-esteem. Moog just understand, this not Moog's face. Moog ugly. Moog, one day Moog will get back own face. Then Moog will go back home and find one who put Moog in this face, and Moog will chop him up into so many pieces.
Okay,
Were
so
you
Moog is
adopted
very
by the same elves I was? I'm just trying to
Moog,
figure
not
out where
raised by elves. Moog, part of
Oh.
Eye Gouger tribe, son of mighty Gnarl, gut spiller.
I think he might be a second cousin of mine. Oh,
Trin
crap.
Karen's only a halfling, so she's kind of jumping and trying to like splash oil onto the back of Moog's head. Like it's some balance to kind of, get him to chill out.
Stop making Moog wet.
Roll me a ranged attack. See if you can get it. See if you can get anything on him.
Moog knows what it is to die.
Yeah.
Moog knows what it is to go before the great Andrak and be denied being drowned forever in the cauldron of blood. So Moog will make sure that his revenge is painful.
Did you get the reincarnate spell? That's unfortunate. Those are never fun.
No, those were not fun.
I'm starting to get. Did you say the Eye Gouger clan?
Eye Gouger clan. Mighty
Oh.
warriors.
They're
Wear
a bit-
skins of many elves.
You know that most of those are fake, right? 'Cause
No,
it's
not
very expensive.
Oh, no. You know, when you kill elf and then skin elf, well, it sometimes takes many elves to make decent cloak, but, well, we're willing to make sacrifice.
Yeah. This is awkward.
Is Moog wearing a cloak right now?
No, Moog is shamed because Moog is so ugly. That's why Moog leave home.
Ah,
On quest for vengeance.
I see.
On upside, you know, elven face ugly, but elven brain much better. So Moog learns magic, so Moog's revenge will be even more horrific.
Who are you getting revenge on exactly?
Bark Soul Mauler, cleric of tribe, trying to suck up to Moog's father, great Gnarl gut spiller. Moog falls in battle, glorious battle. But no, rather than let Moog have his, have his afterlife drowning in the cauldron of eternal blood, Bark brings Moog back. And when Moog wakes up, Moog looks like this.
Yes, reincarnate is very disorienting since you are not guaranteed to be exactly what you were when you died, and then you have a whole new body, and it's very strange.
Yes.
Question to the necromancer. Are you still related if the person is reincarnated? This is very important for my next therapy session.
Well, I would say it depends on the point that you view relations. If you view a relation is purely something based in blood and biology, then no. Technically speaking, there is no biological connection any longer. But if you are viewing it as a spiritual thing, which, as the person has reincarnated with all of their memories intact, I would say that yes, you are still related. It is the same person, just in a different. I will ask you, if you take a bottle of wine and you pour it into a different bottle, is it not wine?
You hurt Moog's head.
That's okay, darling.
I have something for that.
Anwar says, have some bacon. Come here, Moog. Have some bacon. Will make you feel better.
Moog pretends it's elf flesh.
There you have some elf flesh. It's delicious.
But yeah, Gigi will just pat him on the neck and be like, it's okay, you will get used to it in time. But yes, revenge is lovely, and if you need help, I will be happy to help you. I am on a quest for vengeance. So, the more the merrier in the world of revenge, as they say. Because I will make Mademoiselle Cronchet and Gary say it, and therefore it is a day.
Good. Then you will be Moog's friend, and together we will kill many elves.
Maybe people that aren't elves too. Think big.
Moog okay with that?
Wonderful. Bon. We shall be bon amis now.
George just kind of looks around, looks over at Hilda, and says, "I'm afraid to ask, because before I started talking to him, I thought you'd be the crazy one. But no.
Yeah. You
I
know
think
why I'm down there, don't you?
I want to hear you say it. I want to hear you
I'm-
tell the story."
I'm the one who went right up to the Lord's gates, and I'm the one that put the pamphlets there.
Not the
Yep.
pamphlets. What pamphlets?
Public
Yeah, that was my 36th public pamphlet spreading. I thought I had the right permits this time, but apparently not, because somebody changed them at the last second. And I think I'm just being persecuted because there was a slight misunderstanding about the item that was in my bag. As I tried to explain, there's a group that has made this exceptional bean-based long pork alternative called Beyond Human that it might look like it can fool even the dyed in the wool carnivores, but it's actually based from plants. I didn't actually have a human femur in my satchel this time. I'm reformed.
You pamphlet litterers are the ones that give us people like bad names.
This despite the fact that old man Carador lost his leg at the hip.
Yes, but that actually, for once, believe me, I am not one to shy and boast from my crime. Munch on potato for a second. But this time, it actually was pamphlets, which is frankly embarrassing considering the company I'm keeping. And also, I really need to find my therapist very quickly because I'm having some issues here.
Maybe the old man should look under his bed. When I lose things, that's where I eventually find them.
Well, if you don't get me killed, I'll tell him.
I mean, believe me, if I was going to cut off someone's femur, they would know. I'm not subtle. I'm reformed.
That might be the only true thing any of you said this whole time. 'Cause
Hey,
you're not.
No, I really did do the
Subtle.
pamphlets.
No, Moog very much hates elves. Not fond of dwarves either.
I mean,
You don't think that they reincarnated you as an elf because the elves stole a member of... Oh, shit. This is some sort of karmic thing. No!
Moog, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Finish sentence, stupid half-face orc.
Just... I need a... Just don't talk to me anymore. I'm going off on my own because I cannot be around this horrible meat-based product and watch you eat the flesh, and all those humans are starting to smell really tasty, and I had very, very... You better not be my second
Breathe.
cousin. Bye.
breathe.
If you need to borrow my tiny hut, it is an enclosed space, so it should not smell of anything. And it's a little dome that you can be in if you would like, my dear.
Moog turns to Gigi. That one. Crazy.
Hilda will go to Tiny Hut and try not to think about eating any dead humans or the fact that that might be her second cousin that she had unclean thoughts about. Yes.
Moog on back.
So what I'm getting out of this is we got a couple of swindlers, a murderer, and whatever the fuck she is.
I continue to be
Well, and there's
fascinated
me.
at how normal I am.
Yes, there is our lovely Troncarin, who is a businesswoman and entrepreneur.
Exactly.
Swindler.
Look,
That's
I
not the
told
right
you,
word.
every company has a narrow top, and there are more people at the bottom. That doesn't make it a pyramid. It's the Illuminati after me.
That's exactly what makes a pyramid.
You know what else have more people at bottom? Cliff after you throw victims off.
That is very true. That is very true. You have to be careful if you throw a spellcaster off, though, because we have many ways to not fall to our deaths.
True,
Or to at least
But-
bring you with us.
but that why, like, you know, after Moog throw off Cliff, Moog push rock off. But Moog not kill evil skull demon. You seem okay.
Thank you.
Together we will cause great pain and suffering in this world.
I like that. I have to wait till I get. Currently, I have to wait till I get strong enough so that I can free my husband from his terrible curse, and then I will also go with him and wreak havoc along the land. But it'll take a little time because I don't want to do a reincarnate spell because you and I both know that does it has some the consequences sometimes. But that's okay.
Reincarnation.
That's okay. I quite like being a tiefling now. It's nice. I get all fire resistant, which is great since I love fire. It worked out in the long run.
Moog would rather be demon than ugly elf.
Yes, sometimes you don't hit the jackpot, so to speak. Sometimes the jackpot hits you.
Well, as you have been telling your stories, George has been finishing up the breakfast. All right. One of you go feed the horses. One of you go wash the dishes. I'm going to go take a shit.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Moog will take dishes, throw them into the forest.
Go get. You're going to want those tomorrow morning, dumbass.
Moog have hands.
I'll go collect up the dishes.
Not if you don't bring back the dishes, Moog won't.
Moog will still have one hand, and one hand is all Moog needs to kill Tiny Dwarf.
Moog think Moog's still big. Moog skinny elf now. Moog play nice with man who blow Moog's arm off. All right, after a few minutes of cleanup.
Is there enough
and-
meditation to avoid killing the rest of the party? Yes, no.
Probably not.
I mean, there's not enough meditation to not want to kill most of the party,
No.
but you could. We're gonna use
Does anybody have calm emotions? That's a good spell.
we're gonna use intimidation as a reverse stat. So roll me an intimidation check, but on you it's going to be a mellow the fuck out check.
Alrighty. Let's see.
I love it.
Hilda rolls a 24. Am I at inner peace?
You have found so much inner peace, even the smell of bacon no longer intrigues you. The smell of corpses is not at all appealing. You just like your potatoes, you and Samwise.
I must say, I must focus on the potato meditation. I will jot it down in my notebooks that it keeps me from killing the fucking idiots I'm stuck with. And hopefully by repeating the meditation and having a potato next time, it won't be as close a call before I go savage and kill everyone. Thank you.
Does that make it a meditator?
It is a meditator.
Moog, not like bad puns.
Moog can shut the fuck up or I'm going to tell your mother.
George don't care what Moog like. Alrighty. as you all gather round, let's see. You will, after you ride for a few hours, you find yourselves in the town of Marbursk.
Can I put up a few pamphlets, or did they confiscate all of them in jail?
They confiscated all of them in jail.
Even the ones I had hidden in my bra?
They confiscated your bra.
Kinky.
They gave your bra back, but they've met you. This isn't the first time you've been arrested for stupid crap.
That's true, but I found out that they sold those pamphlets in the Only Orcs market, and I'm not happy about that.
Well, we'll take that under advisement.
You could use a dagger and carve the information in the light posts and such, the walls of the pubs and wherever we go.
I'm a vegan, not a savage.
I mean, we don't have time for graffiti because we're supposed to be finding somebody, aren't we?
Yes, we have a thing to find so that
Right.
we can do these bullshit arms, and then we get a
I
free
am very-
pass.
I'm very much attached to my arm, and I would like to keep it. Even though this whole thing is inconvenient, I'm going to think of it as an opportunity to expand and embed life for everybody that I come in contact with.
And just think of the stories you could tell later about the overcoming of this difficulty. It will be beautiful.
Exactly.
Add a cleric.
You could also consider a plant-based diet.
As you ride into Marbursk, you notice that it seems to be a fairly thriving village with plenty of nice, well-kept homes along the main street. Very nicely appointed city hall, which is this blue building up here on the left. Then, as you move further into town, next to City Hall is something that appears to be a magic shop. At least there's a wand on the front door, and it is like emitting sparks that aren't setting anything on fire, so it's nothing like anything Gigi's ever done in her life.
Could be a
Really?
kid's party store, too.
Across the street from the magic shop is an inn.
What are we supposed to be doing here?
You're looking for information about your quest.
Right.
Talk to stupid city people, find rock so I can get away from stupid city people, and perhaps also convince some of them the wonders of a plant-based diet.
That is a little challenging because there don't seem to be any people on the street.
You know, most filthy city dwellers do tend to flaunt their crowds of cityness. I think something might be what we call in the Elflands as hanky.
What would you like to do?
Let us go to inn. If nobody at inn, then we assume town abandoned. We just take everything.
I like how you think.
Well, the door to the
Hilda rolls a 26 perception. Is there anything that seems amiss other than nobody being on a filthy, supposedly crowded city street?
tacked up on the front door of City Hall is a flyer. And as you approach the inn, you see that there's an identical flyer tacked up to the front of the inn, and it says "closed for fandingling."
I mean, I am an expert on flyers, so that's some serious pamphlet work, and they got permits, so there's clearly some high-level organization afoot.
Sure, that works too.
What's a fandingling?
I don't know that I want to see what fandingling is. It sounds vaguely naughty. Or maybe I do
Wait
want
a
to see
second.
it.
Are you telling me you're a rogue and you don't care about something naughty? Are you sure you haven't been replaced by some sort of, what did you call them? Illuma Wadi?
Lizard men.
Mm.
No, I think she said Illuma Twadi.
Definitely not a lizard man. See, not green. So
Do you have a problem with people who are green? Is that what you're saying? Human? Tasty human?
Just, you know what? Go talk to the cleric and get some more oil splatted in your face. Why don't you? We'll be over here.
George, have you got any more of the meditatos?
For tomorrow's breakfast.
Do
Here.
you want to wait till then?
I think she needs one.
I don't give a rat's ass. I'll just blow your arm off and watch you die in the street.
That won't get your quest done, so give me the damn meditato.
Bold words for someone who's already failed.
My quest is to either bring you back with the gem or kill you all.
Okay, can I see like a potato-sized rock on the ground anywhere near me?
Roll perception.
Okay, let's see.
Yes.
Not gonna work.
There's
Okay,
a little
cool.
pile of. There's a little pile. You rolled an 18, and there's
Yep.
a little pile of rocks right by the wall of the inn, right over here.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Does
snatch
the inn have
one
the
up
same
here.
fandangoing pamphlet that they got approval for?
There is the same fandingling pamphlet on every door in town.
Does it say where the
Okay.
fandingling is taking place?
No, but there is a T intersection up here, and it does appear to be that there are more buildings and businesses.
All right.
Well then,
Right up there and take a look.
Alrighty, roll perception.
I'm gonna dust off the rock
10.
potato and put some oil on it.
Moog, you definitely see a flyer on the two buildings that you're facing.
And where is
I-
fascinated by his fingernails.
Wow!
Poor Anwar is having a bad
Anwar-
day.
Yeah. Anwar is convinced that there are no flyers anywhere.
What's a flyer? I forgot.
Yeah. Anwar doesn't remember what a flyer is.
Do I need to roll perception again when I get to the intersection?
Or you can tell me what buildings you want to look at specifically. You can kind of look around, which I want to.
Yeah, I was kind of looking around.
Yeah, then
You said that the first two in front of us have flyers.
Moog can see that. Yes.
Okay,
All right. Trincarin can tell that everything, all the buildings that you're facing, and the one here on the corner, you can see the doors, but you can't really get a good look at the doors on this side of the street until you move closer to the buildings.
Okay, I'll head this way.
Before
would like-
Hilda takes off, I'm gonna tap her on the, I guess, hip, get her attention, and hand her the rock in both hands, like cupped as an offering. I said, "Here, this is the meditato that will help you get through this."
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not paying you for this strange and
I didn't
swindling
ask you
one.
to.
Okay.
Swindling. Where does everybody get this idea of swindling? I
He's
am
a
giving
cleric.
you something to help calm you, to help ease your meditation. The meditato is a gift.
Okay.
You know,
As
they
you
say
walk-
the first one is
Meditato.
always free.
And then I will go down this way and look for trouble.
As you walk past the front door of the magic shop, you see that there's no sign. Nothing tacked to the door of the magic shop, but the sign over the door of the shop reads Fandingulus's Fantabulous Fandangulation Factory, home of the Fandingulator.
That sounds like a lot of F's.
Oh my.
I point towards it and go, I think we found the Fandingulus.
Well, my fandingulus wasn't
So
lost,
are we
but
going
okay.
to go get fandingled?
Let's do it. Whatever it is.
I want to
Okay.
watch you all
Let
go
it-
in and
let-
see what happens.
Let us go see. Worst case, we can burn it down.
I think that's Frenchie's job.
You make a compelling argument, but I will still Mademoiselle Conchy and Gelly and I will wait out here and see what happens. I am delicate.
Dismount and walk in the door.
Yeah, I'm hanging back.
I'll follow the idiot I might be related to, but hope I'm not.
I am a delicate lady. I do not go in places first.
Anwi, are you going in? Are you wandering around? Or
Well, I haven't decided. I could go in or I could sit backwards on my horse and make a paper airplane out of a flare. So, no, I'm going in. I'm going in.
alrighty.
Oh la la.
Who's who? This is Gigi.
This is Gigi.
This is Georgie.
It is.
I'm the green one.
All right.
The G's are up front, yo.
So Gigi is not inside.
Trin Karen is not inside. She hung back.
And which one is Trin Karen?
The green one.
Green.
That one?
The one with the green background, not the green skin.
Alright. Alrighty.
The Twin Idiot Brigade, we're in.
Oh my god, Georgie left us alone. Trin Karen.
Let's get in trouble.
Wait. All the pretty girls stayed outside. Maybe I'm in the wrong place.
like, do you imagine he walks in and is like, wait a minute, none of the women are coming? Hold up.
What am I? Chopped liver? Oh, wait, I have eaten chopped liver, but that's beside the point.
You're gorgeous, but you're a little dangerous, and forgive me.
Just remember, I eat humans.
I know.
And I eat them well.
George walks in. George keeps on going.
Moog will follow.
Hilda will follow, trying not to look at Moog's ass.
Me too.
Welcome! Welcome! I have to look up the name of this damn store every time because I may have written it.
It has a
but
lot of F's in it.
It does. Welcome to Findangulus's Fantabulous Findangulation Factory, home of the Findangulator. I am Findangulus. What can I do for you today?
Why town closed?
Oh, yeah. That might have been me. So...
Kill everyone?
No. I have killed no one. No one.
So you're weak. That's fine. We've established it. What did you do?
I have the Findangulator. And once every cycle of the moons, I may activate the Findangulator, and something wondrous happens. And sometimes
Like?
something horrible happens. One time, I caused a thunderstorm of gold and silver.
Ooh,
Great, right?
sure.
Not if you're standing under it.
Bruises.
Or if it's inside and it doesn't...
Mercy, and we're the good guys.
Actually, Moog, let perhaps skip part where we actually do something for you, since there seems to be nothing in it for Moog. Do you know where Gem is that will bring Dead Girl back?
I know where you will have to go to find it.
Okay, that's all Moog cares for.
Great.
So let me guess, we clean up
Ben?
some crap for you. You tell us where the gem is.
I'm glad that we've reached an understanding. I am so accustomed to tiresome negotiations with adventurers like yourself. This is
No.
lovely.
don't. The longer I deal with you, the more I get hungry. And, yeah, I'm using a discount meditato. So let's just cut to the crap. Just tell us what you need to do. How dangerous is it? And do we have to put some hazard pay in addition to telling us where the stupid... What's that gem called, George?
Mm-hmm. Give me a second.
Yeah, I know. It's tough. Memory's not what it used to be. It's all full of spells.
Yeah, it's the Gem of Fu March.
Yeah, the fuck you stone.
Yeah. That's what I always...
So you know where the Gem of Fu March is, right?
I didn't say that.
But you know where we have to go to get to it, the next ungodly step, because humans can't do anything simply. That part.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And you know who I am, right? You know my family?
No.
Yeah. You know the elves, those special ones up on the hill? The woodland circle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my adoptive parents are the heads of that circle. So just putting that out there before we say anything else.
You raised by filthy elves?
Yes. I was raised by filthy elves, but I've left them because they were cannibals and murderers and generally bad.
Killed them?
But
Let's not throw around absolutes.
that is
There
true
are
because, I
times.
still have to go home for the solstice and major holidays and that whole engagement thing that we're not going to talk about. Um,
And
so just,
there are a fair number of people of all species that completely deserve murdering.
oh yes, we're
Moog
not
agrees.
disputing that. Yes, we're at an agreement. There are a lot of horrible meat eaters that deserve to die. I'm going to assume
Yes.
for your sake that you're a vegetarian. Just agree with me because this will make the whole negotiations go simpler.
He reaches under the counter and pulls out a carrot. He offers you
Very
the carrot.
good.
He offers you a carrot.
Oh,
It is
thank
not
you.
made of stone.
I appreciate it. The handing of vegetables is an ancient tradition among my people.
This
We
vegetable
wouldn't.
shop?
Set. Which set of your people? Because I'm getting some conflicting vibes here, and
I'm
I mean,
adopted. We don't need to talk about it. I have therapy for that. What we want to talk about is what do we have to do right here, right now, exactly. No tricky things. I've only had a potato and now a carrot today, and until I get some beans, I'm going to be a bitch.
he reaches under the counter and hands you a small sack of beans. They're not
Thank
cooked.
you. Well, that will take some time. You've
Nope.
handled dinner. Now tell me what we have to do. Because clearly your fandingulady fuck up thing has done something.
There's a demon in the basement of the inn.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's usually enough.
Okay, but that's a simple, workable problem. Demon in basement of inn needs to be dealt with. Once demon is banished, destroyed, reasoned with, sent on vacation, you will tell us the next step to get our magic stone of fucktard.
is it hot?
Yep.
Moog have a question.
Yes,
I-
if demon is hot, you deal with it.
I'm not the best judge of the hotness of demons.
We
Fair.
have an
only ever
expert
seen
who
the
will judge
one.
it.
Okay. You'll have to make your own determination about the bangability of the demon.
I fully intend to do
Moog
that.
have an important question.
Yes.
We could well Moog turns to like the whatever the fuck his name is, and it's like turn around, private conversation.
George turns around.
And Moog leans in, and in no way is like whispering. So Moog, just curious, why we go fight demon when could just torture information out of human? Seem easier that way.
You could.
Cut off fingers, cut off toes, make eat fingers,
Grateful.
make eat toes.
You can do all of those things, Moog, if that's how you approach a problem. But
Well-
I don't actually know where your next step on this quest is. I just know who knows. And no one in town is opening the doors until the demons are gone. I know that the demon's not coming back here. He and I may have made an agreement that had something to do with the disposition of a less than stellar apprentice. And if anyone wants to dispose of an errant tibia or two,
And where is walking around looking at stuff on the tables and in the everywhere, just like reading the papers, looking at stuff on the shelf.
everything that you see that is out looks like cheap bullshit.
Hmm.
It looks like the kind of stuff that your average farmer buys for his kid and says, "Here's a magic thing," and it's a yo-yo.
Okay.
Moog have other question.
What else can I do for you, Mister Mook?
Assume other is in town or mad at you for summoning demon, yes?
No.
Town full of idiots?
Well, they understand that fandangling comes with a certain level of risk, and the taxes on that house full of gold and silver, paved the roads, put new roofs on the inn and on City Hall. So, face it, buddy, they're a bunch of greedy pricks, and they want my tax dollars. So they put up with it. Last time it was rats. So I sent a group of adventurers in to kill rats in the basement of the inn. I don't know what it is about basements. It always seems to be basements.
Moog did not ask. Come, this town full of idiots. Let's go kill demon, because otherwise we'd be stuck here and probably turn into idiots too.
I mean, demon killing is generally quite fun, wouldn't you say?
Not as fun as elf killing.
I've never killed a demon.
And put pointy ears on it. Use your imagination, Moogie.
Which basement is the demon in?
The demon is in the basement of the inn, a little bit across the street and back towards the southern entrance of town.
Gotcha.
Thanks. We're just going to consult with our demon subject matter expert, and we'll let you know if we have any questions.
Okay.
Let Moog do talking when we get outside. Moog knows how to fix this.
Oh, I'm so
that,
letting
Moog will-
Moog do the talking. I want to hear this.
Moog will head
I am
outside.
totally going to let Moog do the talking for a
God,
second at least.
yes.
This'll be rich.
Alrighty. You head outside and regroup with your friends, might be too strong a word.
Ooh, we should be trying the essential oils.
Please.
on-
Others who stay outside.
Friends with
Yeah,
benefits.
We have new quest.
No, try the lavender on Gary. I think it will make his decomposition smell better.
Oh, yeah.
Their
and the lemon.
their treasure down in basement of inn. So you should go get it.
There's actually a demon we need to kill. Person who knows demons.
Moog was just trying to give me a gift of murder.
Yes, it is a gift of murder, but do we have anything that can kill demons?
I mean, presumably the cleric would potentially be the most equipped to handle that.
I mean, I do have the power
presumably,
of my
depending on the
faith.
type of demon.
It's not a relative of yours, is it? Because we've had way too many relative revelations this morning.
No, this is well. Again, we're back to is it the spirit or is it the blood that is a relative? But no, I don't think I have any demon relatives. Not like physically demons, like mentally actions. They perhaps are, but
Yeah, well, one of the greedy idiots in this town knows where the rock of fucktardness is, and if we kill the demon, we can go torture them. Or talk
Okay,
to
let's
them,
go.
whichever one is more effective.
torture is very rarely effective. It usually gives false information, so it's not usually worth it. You just kill them.
So I did do
And
the right
then-
thing. Ha!
And then there are spells that you can bring the dead back and force them to speak the truth when they are dead. It's much simpler.
If not messier.
Good to know.
Moog enjoy that logic.
George is nodding right along.
Anyway, yeah, so demon got a kill. Next step in our stupid quest to get rid of each other.
Well then, let's go.
Heading to the inn?
Yep, heading to the inn. I'm gonna, though, activate Shillelagh before we even go down, because just in case demon negotiations turn bad. What do we mean?
When we head down the stairs, Moog will ready in action to cast the spell.
Okay. The stairs into the basement, there is an entrance on the side of the inn, because the front door is locked with a big sign that said closed for fandangling.
The lock has never stopped adventurers.
No.
No. It has
But we
not.
side door. Wow, you two are really getting along. Oh my goodness.
What'd you get for calling me?
Stop humping each other in the street.
I know.
I said
Moog and Onware. Woo! Woo!
As you walk into the warehouse, let's have a little round of initiative. Don't forget to click
Surprise,
your
surprise.
token.
Moog gets a 19.
Gigi.
Hilda rolls a friggin' 3.
Hilda.
Onward's
I got a
got a
17.
9. I'm right in the middle.
Hell yeah.
George has an 18.
Trin Karen is trying and it's not responding.
Oh no.
Go figure.
There you go.
There we go.
All right, Trincarin.
Trin Karen gets a 19.
Okay. So, Moog, because you figured out how to make yours work first, you get to be ahead of Trincarin in turn order. That seems fair, right?
That's fair. Oh, that's totally fair.
All right.
So are these like walls and stuff?
It's an open area. It kind of goes down into a sub basement. This area looks like a kind of place where maybe some illicit gaming goes on, maybe some wagers. There's a bunch of crumpled up slips of paper under this table, some notepads. There are playing cards left scattered around here with some gaming tokens there. And then it opens up here. This is just kind of open view into the warehouse area. And so it's a sub basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are stairs over here, but before you find the demon, I'm fine with y'all just shortcutting.
Okay. All right. Well, first thing Moog is going to do is Moog is going to cast Blur on himself.
Very nice.
Moog is blurry.
Okay. And I guess he'll start heading in.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll perception.
Moog rolls a 13.
You hear something coming from maybe this area. You can't see anything, but there are sounds coming from around this pile of crap.
Moog won't say anything, but he will point in that direction.
All right, Trincarin.
Before anybody gets too far away, I am going to cast Beacon of Hope by saying the thing that
Ooh, nice.
elevates us all. Live, laugh, love, and there must be laughter before there can be slaughter. So now everybody will have hope and vitality, all the creatures within my range, which would be all of my party members. And for the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible for healing.
But most importantly, hope and vitality.
Yes. Yes.
Alrighty, that is your action. Would you like to move?
No, I'm a fragile little being, so I'm going to hang back.
All right. George will meander down to stand right behind Moog. You're doing great there, lad. You keep running right into danger. I'll be back here in case you stumble or try to escape. Then I'll blow you up. Gigi,
I am going to send Mademoiselle Conchi and Gary to join Moog and Joji.
Alrighty.
How, cat? Stop.
I'm looking to see. Nope, I don't have a token for skeleton yet. Alright, well. Or
Next time.
zombie.
That's okay.
Next time.
Mhm.
For now,
I have some, so I'll send them.
yeah.
Okay.
Although,
And,
these are reanimated from the.
yeah, you could just reuse the tokens you used originally for them.
Yeah.
They aren't been dead that long.
Still fresh and edible.
Yeah.
Carefully aged.
You know, some steaks are aged up to 30 days, so I've got like a chill touch that will make these just mwah.
So, Moog, you have moved forward and you can hear the rattling, and Gigi, you have sent your fresh zombies down to investigate. So, Anwir, what would you like to do?
Well, since you ask, the in the earlier picture, the rafters looked very solid. Are they open rafters above me?
They are open rafters, but they are very narrow and not very solid.
Okay,
Or
so
they don't appear to be solid. You can try it. You can always try it.
I would like to attempt climbing up and walking on the rafters to see what I can see.
You can actually just walk straight out because you're at the upper level. So yeah,
Okay,
roll me acrobatics.
I can do that.
Don't say that. The dice will hear you.
No, I mean I can roll.
Oh, okay.
That's all I meant.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can walk out there and get settled somewhere kind of safe.
Okay.
You will
Oh, well,
any kind of
I'm going for more of a vantage point. I'm not going for safety. I am actually trying to be helpful at this point. So, but I'm
Yes.
above the
anything that's a combat action. You'll have to make another acrobatics check to stay up.
Okay. I got
Because
it.
anything that you do from up there equal and opposite reaction, you know.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna make physics happen. Hilda, what would you like to do?
Actually, getting up on the rafters sounds like a pretty good idea. Only I have spider climb, so I'd just like to Spider-Man up there. And sneakity sneak, preferably. So I'm within range if any of the idiots get hurt.
All right, roll me. Are you sneaking, or do you want to roll stealth, or are you just kind of walking out there?
Well, I am using spider climb, or would it be easier to just be a spider?
I can't answer that one for you, but you know, it might be funnier if you're a spider.
Druid. Spider druid does whatever a spider druid can. So yeah, I'm just gonna wild shape up there.
All right, you're a spider.
I think I can safely say I have seen a spider in being in prison.
Oh yeah. You probably have eaten a spider being in prison.
I would never do that because they are not plant-based.
Not
I
intentionally.
would let them go. Yes.
Alrighty. And
So yeah, I'm hopping up there and waiting for the idiots to get themselves killed, but I'm hiding as a spider.
okay. Moog, we're back to you. Moog, if you're talking, you're muted.
My bad. I'm heading over in this direction to see if I can flush out whatever's there.
Alrighty. I'm gonna assume that you're banging on stuff and making as much. You're being as Moog as you possibly can be.
Come out so Moog can kill you!
All right. Moog, you see an Oni pop out onto pop out into view.
All right.
He did exactly what you asked him to do. He came out.
Can I step
That's very
past
nice
these
of him.
boxes, or how do
Yeah,
I
sure.
get to them?
You can take a shot.
All right. And Moog will step in with the rest of his movement. And let's see here. I will cast Booming Blade.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mhm.
Boomer.
So,
Okay, Boomer.
all right, Booming Blade, and then I will follow up with 2 shots from Orphan Splitter.
Okay. What does Booming Blade do?
All right, so if I hit him, basically he takes thunder damage, and if he then tries moving, he takes more thunder damage.
Okay. And that looks like a 17 and a 15.
Yes.
All right, the 17 will hit.
All right, so that's 10 slashing damage and 3 thunder damage.
All righty.
Now, if he tries moving, he will get hit with additional thunder damage.
I don't know that he's going to feel like he has to move because, well, here you are. Trincarin, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to find a good spot behind these barrels down here just to keep cover. And I'm pretty short, so I'm hoping that'll be relatively easy.
It will be, but it's a lot easier for you to find cover than to shoot from cover because you are so short.
That's true. That's okay. I'm not needed immediately, so I will be the surprise quiver or arrow in the quiver, let's say.
The one that just you forget about for 2 years and then pops out when least expected.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
All right. George is going to... It's going to take all of his stubby little dwarf legs to run up to beside you, Moog. He can't get an attack in because, well, little guy, don't run far.
Be taller.
And that would lead us to Gigi.
Okay.
Our very own murder demon.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay. Well, Okay, I'm going to leave Galleon Mademoiselle Conchi, where they are, to sort their own problems out. They're terrible at actually attacking things. That's fine. And I am going to, cast Frostbite at the Oni. And so that he or she or them will need to make a Constitution saving throw, s'il vous plaît.
Alrighty. The Oni rolls a 21 for a con
Okay.
save.
We'll take 1d6 damage, so that's 5, and also has disadvantage on next weapon attack roll.
All right. So he's cold and and a little stiff, not in a fun way. But now it's his turn, and there's a Moog.
There is.
There's a Moog right in front of him. So he's going to take a swing with his glaive. And he's going to do that twice.
He'll have disadvantage on both, because Moog has blur.
All right.
And
the
he's
first
cold.
one with disadvantage is a 9, so that's going to miss. And the second with disadvantage is an 11, and I assume that's also not going to hit you. Moog.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Nice
He's
attack. If swinging at air.
You're worse than that idiot who summoned me.
There's something magical and wrong about you. What are you? And Onweir, it is your turn.
Okay, I am moving along the rafters to go closer to my friends or
All
the
right.
people I'm
Spider-Man.
traveling with. I'm not going to go that far.
Oh,
All
we
right.
had a lovely heart-to-heart over breakfast. We should all be friends now.
I think that lovely heart-to-heart over breakfast explains why none of you ever have any friends. But
Hey,
Uh,
Moog and I are besties now, okay?
roll
I
me
don't need friends when I have a
acrobatics.
whole
Okie
team.
dokie.
I didn't eat anybody. I think that's close to friends.
Yeah, that is totally close to friends for Hilda.
All
Ooh,
right,
nice.
with a 15 acrobatics, you are sure-footed enough to move and still take your full action
Okay.
because you done good.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any missile weapons, and I'm not quite ready to jump down yet. So I'm actually just going to hang out here for this round.
All righty,
I'm good at I
sounds like a
moved,
plan.
and now I'm going to strike a pose though.
All right, no one except maybe Hilda sees you. Daisy, stop eating things on my desk.
But they're tasty.
They're not, though. It's plastic. It's a plastic
It,
bag.
that's
Plastic
the
is
best
super
for
tasty
cats.
to cats.
That's the tastiest. They like the crunch. It's like little bones.
Hilda, what would you like to do in your little spidery self?
Spider Druid does whatever a Spider Druid can. I'm gonna scuttle up and get over here. Try to get a good vantage point. I could climb on Onweir. That might be hilarious.
Yeah. On where might start jumping around.
Which might
Oh.
also be hilarious.
Which might also, yeah, I mean, what is the rule?
Going to require a
of
lot more
idiocy?
dex checks.
No, I think I'll just get a good vantage point on Onweir's shoulder
Excuse me. Oh,
as a Spider Druid.
Okay. Are you trying to not be detected as you scurry up Onweir?
Yeah, in general,
You
as
should
a
roll.
very small, stealthy little spider.
You should roll
Mhm.
stealth still.
I will. I think I should get advantage as a little
do.
tiny spider.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Oof.
So you should roll that again.
I plan on it. Stealth is not something a druid normally rolls, but I vastly prefer 15.
Alrighty, Misty, roll me perception.
yeah. I was
And technically,
gonna say I'm gonna need to.
plus- you get a +3 to your stealth because you use the dex of the spider, not your dex.
So that was technically an 18 stealth.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think it's all right.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
It's a hot spider, so you
'cause I was
naturally missed it.
because I was going to tell you that you were going to need to roll the perception with disadvantage because of the same deal, but I think we're good. I
Yeah.
think you're disadvantaged quite enough.
Yeah, I have no idea that there is a spider druid climbing on me.
Probably for the best.
We are, however, going to change your name to Peter. Porker.
Yes, I am
Peter
now
Spider.
Peter Druid for this.
Yes,
For this
Hilda Parker.
Hilda Parker.
There you go.
Well, I don't know my original name because my dad was a druid. No, sorry, my dad was a bard, my bio dad. So it could be.
Oh, law.
As long as he wasn't a half elf, because we've done that campaign.
Right?
All right, Moog, we circle back around to you, and you have that right in front of you. And
Look
it's
better than Moog anyway.
Take it back. It's about a 5.
yeah, low bar to be
I
better than
mean-
Moog.
I say
He totally lives.
that's Gigi's. That's Gigi's type.
Yeah,
He
Moog
does
is
not
gonna-
skip leg day.
He has not skipped leg day at all.
He needs a good mani-pedi.
So
Anyone want to roll to seduce the Oni instead of fighting?
pretty sure Moog does not. So Moog, you go first.
I could get him some nail wraps.
Booming
Do it.
blade again.
All right.
Let's see here. 2 shots with Orphan Splitter. Crit. So
Nice.
that'll be 13 slashing damage plus 5 thunder damage. And since we're just kind of getting going here, Moog's going to activate his action surge,
All right.
which gives him an
Another
additional
attack.
2 attacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
11 and a
sexy again.
19.
The 19 hits. The 11 does exactly what you expect it to do.
So
Hi,
10 more
Daisy.
slashing.
All righty. He looks really annoyed.
Moog say, if you wish to scream, Moog is okay with that.
Oh, there will be screaming. There will be
Moog,
screaming.
Moog quite aware of this.
Trincairn, what would you like to do?
I think it would be best okay. From where I'm standing, can I see a place with better coverage that I'd be able to take a shot from?
You can't really tell what's good cover until you're there.
Okay.
You think that you could maybe hide behind this end of a row of boxes over here and pop out and shoot and hide and duck back.
Okay. So I will go ahead and get a little bit closer, but staying as hidden as I can in this
Okay.
general area.
All right.
Do I notice anything in particular about this big bad dude that we're staring at?
What's your character class? You're a cleric.
Yes.
All right. Roll me knowledge nature,
Knowledge nature. Okay.
because a D&D Oni is not like a Asian mythology Oni. You don't know shit.
Okay. Yeah. That's not shocking.
Yeah. No. You know it's ugly, and it has
Well.
a big effing axe on a stick. So,
I can see that it needs a mani-pedi, and I'm seriously considering what nail wraps I have on me that would work best for them.
okay. Well, while you're considering that, George the Bailiff will take a shot with his warhammer. All right, George will hit with a 19. George will hit with a 19 for 2.
Good job, George.
Hey, every bit of damage is damage.
Good job, dwarf. You may have broken toenail.
Shut up. I'm not here to fight.
That
I'm
much
here to-
obvious.
You know, you're right. I'm just here to keep you idiots alive if possible and keep you behaving if... Nah, it's not even going to be possible. Screw this. You fight. George backs off.
He doesn't take an op attack.
He totally takes an op attack.
Oh, Georgie.
The Oni, being a giant, just swishes right over his head. Misses completely. Gigi.
Yes, I have specially pulled out the ruler to figure this one out. So
All right.
I'm going to take my full movement to go over here. And I give a little wave to the Oni.
Hello,
Bonjour.
Oni.
Bonjour. You remind me of my husband, so this pains me like a little bit, but it will pain you more probably. So, And I will cast Agonizing Scorcher. So it's a line of fire 30 feet long and 5 feet wide.
Okay.
I'm
For
so
me
glad to be on the thief's shoulder.
I moved to not light anybody else on fire. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he will need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I mean, that is indicative of growth.
What's your spell DC?
15.
All right, he fails his saving throw with a 12.
Hell yeah. Alright. So 19 fire damage.
Ouchies. That does not feel good.
And then I will have my zombie friends move to stand in front of me and be a meat shield.
All right, you're now hiding behind zombies.
That's what they're there for.
Yep. All righty. And Anwir.
Yes. I am moving. Sorry, I was looking at what was in my backpack. But I am moving across the rafters again. So, I want to get. Stop that.
You and
Oh,
Moog,
that's right.
stop it!
That's right. I forgot.
I'm on your shoulder. I go where you go.
That's right.
Ah.
Okay, I am moving across the rafters, so let's see if I actually do that before I say what else I'm doing. Oh, I totally.
Oh yeah.
I do it, and I do a cartwheel on the way.
Absolutely.
And you don't even shake off the spider.
No, the
Do
spider.
you really want to do a cartwheel?
No.
Do you really want to do a? Okay.
No.
Because otherwise, because somebody else was about to have to roll athletics
Yep.
for acrobatics.
I'll keep that in mind though for next time. No, I move over here, and then once I'm over here, I am going to jump down with my rapier and try to slash at the oni below me.
Oh shit.
The oni below you. Oni baloney. All right.
The oni baloney
Oni
below
baloney.
me. Blow me, oni.
Oh.
All right. We're gonna need I feel like we're going to need a couple of rolls here. I feel like we're going to need. I feel like we're going to need acrobatics to stick the landing
To stick the landing. Okay, let's see.
and an attack roll.
Well, okay, I roll a 9 for my acrobatics.
Go ahead and roll the attack
Okay.
because you're going to end up on your ass. And then Hilda, get ready to roll acrobatics yourself.
Oh, I was prepared.
I rolled 16 with my rapier.
You do manage to hit the Oni. You leap down, you slash across his rippling chest with your rapier and slip in the blood that Moog has spilled and on the toenail that George knocked off and bust your ever-loving ass.
Ow. My ass does not deserve to be busted. It's so fine.
Well, your ass takes 1 point of falling damage.
Okay.
But by God, that little spider druid has rolled a nat 20 on her acrobatics, god damn it. So, whee! I have mastered my 8-legged cartwheel dancy form and
So, did you want to stay on? Did you want to stay on Onweir, or did you want to leap off Onweir on the way down?
with a 20 can I end up landing on someone else?
Are you
Jump
a
on
venomous
Moog?
spider? Maybe you could land on the Oni and bite him.
I was wondering that.
With a 20, you can land on anybody you damn well want to, but you have to describe it and make it sound cool.
Okay, well, obviously, I have embraced my inner spider druid, and like the little tiny, druid Stacy that I am, I shoot out my webs and go pew pew, and then I swing and go whee, and fly beautifully, and get tempted to land on Moog, but instead land on the Oni so that I can study it better, like land on its back.
Okay. You can't attack. It's also
No.
not your turn.
Do I need
It's
to?
not my turn. I have landed beautifully with the little pew pew, and I'm pretty sure that some background music started, and the whole
Dun-dun-dun.
thing turned really
Dun-dun-dun.
colorful.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you are next up in initiative.
Wait.
so
Do I need to
you're-
roll damage? Did I do any damage?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you need-
And it rolled with your You did 10.
I did. Oh, okay. Coolness.
Yeah. Actually no. You did 22
Oh, even
Yeah, she's
better.
got
Oh,
sneak
I didn't
attack.
even see
She's a
it.
rouge.
because
Okay.
sneak
Sneak
attack
attack.
because he's engaged with your
Yes.
anemone.
Anemone.
Your anemone.
Awesome.
Gotta watch out for them.
All right. He's looking rough. Y'all are dismantling this Oni. But
Ah,
Hilda, it is your turn, and you are riding an Oni.
I'm riding him. Do I know anything about Onis as a druid?
Um.
Oh.
doo-doo-doo.
Lord, now she's going to decide we need to
Roll.
save the Oni.
Roll me knowledge. Roll me nature. They
She
are a
might decide
natural
it's
creature.
delicious.
We can only
Hilda
hope.
rolls a 20.
Yeah. You know that they are inherently evil, and they are giants. They are inherently magical and have innate spellcasting. So you know that they're kind of badass.
So they're evil, bad, wrong things.
I mean, they are natural creatures, so wrong might be stretching it, but they are inherently evil and do want to murder. Well, right now they want to murder you. He wants to murder you and your friends
Okay.
because you're kind of like Moog. Because he can see you, he wants to kill you.
Well, he can't see me. I'm on his back.
Yeah, okay. So he wants to kill everybody else.
All right. Let me just see if I can do this. Can you wild shape from one animal into another?
According to the rules, or according to the movie and what looks cool.
According to what looks cool, because wouldn't it be really awesome if a spider turned into like a bear on his back and went roar, cocaine bear action?
Spider to spider monkey.
Basically.
Frankly, that's cool enough. But you better already know what a bear attacks look like.
It goes raw, boom, boom, gah, hug. I'm on its back. I'm going straight into the slammy dammy ding dong bite hug.
Okay.
Also
What
big.
attacks does a bear have?
A bear, I do believe, has swipe bite. Am I correct in that, or do they also have a bear hug in D&D? I am basically looking at you, Gigi, because you seem to have this knowledge.
All right, you are a brown bear. You have 2 attacks, 1 bite and 1 claw.
That sounds amazing, and I'm coming from behind. That also sounds bad out of context, but I think all Onis like it from behind. I'm guessing that's strength.
Yes.
It's a,
Roll strength
yeah.
and add 6.
My first attack is a 12.
All right, that misses.
Oh, it's a saving throw. My
uh,
bad. I'm sorry, my actual strength attack is a 17 plus 6, so
23 will
Yeah.
23.
hit. Okay, that's gonna go ahead and roll your second attack.
Nah. I was so happy I actually turned from a spider into a bear. The second one was just me going, rah!
All right, well, you have done some damage, and now he knows you're there.
Well, I'm now a bear. I'm a little more obvious. But I at least should get a what the fuck moment from an Oni. Because not everyone has a random bear attack
He was
them. I mean, unless they're in
summoned by
San Francisco.
He was summoned by a magic user. He's pretty used to shapeshifters. He's
Okay.
also innately magical.
But it was fun.
It was cool. You definitely
It was
got the cool. All
that was
right.
very cool.
How much
As we-
damage do I roll, by the way, for a bear bite?
I just
forgot
took it
to-
straight out of the monster manual. You did 9.
Oh, okay. Woohoo!
Yeah. As we move back to the top of initiative, you see that the Oni looks better than it did just a few seconds
Oh.
before.
Fuck a duck.
Well, okay, but that usually leaves you frustrated and annoys the duck. But whatever. Moog, you have a healing Oni in front of you.
Okay. Well, let's put a stop to that. Another booming blade. Yeah, I guess that's probably good.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah.
That's a really good cantrip.
Oh yeah.
It's great.
Eldritch
All right.
Knights get some badass shit.
Too.
All right, and here comes the attacks with Orphan Splitter. A 19 and a 19.
Those will both hit.
All right, so then we do a grand total of 27 slashing and 1 thunder damage.
So it's huge slash, itty bitty fart noise.
Boom.
This poor guy is having a very bad day,
Hmm.
but he ain't dead.
If you're ready to start screaming now, Moog is happy to listen.
He's kind of wobbling. He doesn't look like he can make words anymore. Trinkarin, it is your turn.
Okay, let me see if I can do this because I want to make sure that I'm in range. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to cast spiritual weapon in the form of a mace,
All right.
and of course I'm going to aim it at the Oni.
Hammer time.
Yes.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun.
I'm all about that mace. That mace. That mace.
All right. That's
I'm
better.
all
You
about
win.
that mace.
All right. Is that 20 your roll?
Yes.
That's your attack roll. All right.
Yes.
A magical mace appears out of thin air, smashes down on the Oni's head, and explodes it like a grape, splattering brains all over, fur all over, face eaters all over, everything.
You're welcome.
And a couple of seconds after that, everything just, all the remains just kind of fade away into dust.
Ah,
Hey.
damn it! I
No-
wanted that.
No Oni blood remaining on my fur to lick.
Nope. Poof.
Damn it.
Now you have ash on your fur
Ugh.
now. And it probably tastes like Oni ass, but you live your best life. You lick whatever you want to lick with
Well,
consent.
no, I could more brush that later into a pile for reagents, because that
Sure.
sounds like it might be useful.
Moog's still waiting for screaming.
Nothing left to scream.
It's dead.
Sorry, Moog.
Well, that's
I'll bear
disappointing.
roar for you. Roar.
Moog say, not the same.
Bear gives
We don't
a
kink shame.
middle claw.
All right. Do y'all have anything else you would like to do?
Change back into my half-orc
I mean,
form?
we downstairs in the inn. Anything to steal?
Collect the Oni dust.
Rice, flour, casks of beer,
Beer?
kegs of
Beer?
ale,
Ale?
wine.
No.
Wine. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you are downstairs in an inn. Yes, you can steal anything that they would normally serve in an inn. Salted meat. There's nothing
They serve meat.
that would spoil.
Ooh.
There are vegetables. There's a lot of rice and potatoes. A
Alright,
lot.
grab a bag of meat.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill up my pockets with some meat and then put a cask of wine up under my arm.
Okay.
So I'll
gonna
take
grab
my Oni ash. I will collect it, and I might also grab some potatoes. For
I'll grab a
meditative
meditator just in
purposes.
case.
Yes,
Meditator.
we'll take some meditators.
Somebody needs to. We need meditator art.
We do.
Yes,
That needs to
I
be
need
a
it.
shirt.
I need a meditator stress ball.
I wonder if you combine the oni ash and oni ash roast a potato, if it would have magical properties.
Yeah. All right. Well, as y'all are cleaning up and cleaning out parts of the inn, that is all we've got for this episode of Quest for Competence. Join us next week while our hapless idiots try to find out where they must go next in their quest for the gem of Fumark.
I'm pretty sure it's the
But
gem of fucktard.
But just because the game is over doesn't mean we are through. We are running a little long, so we're going to keep it short on questions tonight. Rick, you've been scouring the Discord, so why don't you take it away, bud?
Well, our friend Heinous, or actually our friend Queen Crush asks, is there any chance for art for these new characters?
There's a
I mean,
chance.
All right, there's
Yeah.
a chance.
There's always
I
a chance.
Yeah.
Love us enough, and we can make it happen.
Right, yeah.
There's already Art of Gigi. I don't need new ones.
Yeah.
True.
The
Someone
recurring
cheated.
character.
Yeah, that's definitely a conversation we'll want to be having with the inimitable John Luther Davis. And you know where you can have conversations with John Luther Davis? You can have those conversations in Portland, August 11th through 13th at Authors and Dragons Con.
Or you could stalk him, but that's not legal.
Go to Portland. Better idea.
Portland would be better.
Portland is more legal than stalking. All right.
All right. Our friend Zach of All Trades asks, what is a stupid piece of advice you've been given that somehow works?
I have a good one.
Well, then you get to start, I guess.
The best piece of bad advice I ever got was the dare to suck meeting concept, which I saw on a documentary with Aerosmith that with my friend was there like, you should totally do this. It's the greatest idea ever. And so sort of as a dare, I took it up. So every time I'm writing a book, and Rick knows it because I did it with him 1.2, is that I always take my worst ideas once every month or so, and I put them all together, and I've actually gotten some great stuff. I got a whole book series with John from that, because that was the what if a person summoned a demon with food poisoning, and now you can get that with as the accidental summoner with Falstaff books. So yeah, dare to suck meetings I think are my best bad advice.
All right.
I'll go with take a deep breath, because it's very annoying whether you're having a panic attack or having a baby. It's very annoying for people to tell you to take a deep breath, but damn it, it works. So,
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
yeah.
Back when I was a stupid kid, I saw somebody else do a trick where they took a can of hairspray and they pulled the top off. They sprayed it into their hand, they lit it on fire, and and held up the burning thing for a bit, and then closed their hand to to snuff it out. And way back in those days, I was like, that's cool. I have to try that. And yes, it actually does work. It coats your hand as long as you do it quickly enough. You can do that. Mind you, I don't recommend trying that at home. It was definitely stupid advice that only young and infinitely more stupid than I am today, Rick, would probably try.
Yes, we are required as the podcast right now to say immediately, do not try this at home.
I mean,
Or
you
in
can-
someone else's home, or in public, or anywhere.
you
Nothing
can do
that
the same
Rick
thing with
did-
rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
Nothing that Rick or I did in the 80s or 90s should be repeated by anyone.
And no, I will not be repeating that trick at a future A&D con.
For free.
I'm pretty sure hotels don't like it when
There's
they
a
start
number.
doing that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've used up my luck for that one for the entire course of my lifetime. And next time it happens, just be like me running around screaming on fire.
Still saying there's a number. Anybody else? I don't have anything great, honestly. Most
Yeah,
of the
me
bad
neither.
advice I've been given was just shitty advice.
Yeah, the worst one that never really worked for me was always, when you're nervous, picture people in their underwear, because then I'm
Oh, God, I
horrified
hate that.
and nervous.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that I'm nervous and nauseous.
Yeah.
that
I
too.
never understood that one either, Teresa.
No.
Yeah.
Me
How do you
either.
know I'm not doing that right now to all of you?
I mean,
How
I
do
mean,
know
you
I'm
can,
not
we're
in
not
my
gonna kink
underwear
shame.
right now?
Knock yourself out, girl.
Good point.
We are in a waist up world.
Yeah.
We're like shoulder up now, man.
You're like chin.
I'd say I'm chin up. Like I have my chair up as high as it'll go, but like I'm like sitting as tall as I can. I need to get a booster seat.
There's a reason that Judy doesn't play halflings. It's supposed to be fantasy.
She is a halfling.
Would be very easy to cosplay though.
Yeah. I haven't noticed you having very particularly big feet. Just saying.
Mm-mm.
No, I won on the big feet things. Like, seriously, I could go to Hobbit's OnlyFans and make a killing.
Nah, I'm so grateful that children participate in horrible beauty pageants because I can get high heels now.
Yeah,
Wow.
not at IndieCon. Somebody just has to randomly walk up to Judy and just be like, it's like, Bilbo Baggins, do not confuse me for some cheap conjurer, and just keep walking.
Yes.
On that note, Misty, you've been monitoring the Book of Faces, haven't you?
I was. And we have
Well,
some
do we have any good?
Yeah,
Well,
we
let's
do.
hit two from the. Let's hit two from the Facey book, and then
Okay, well, the first one that caught my attention was from our beloved Mark. You know the one. And he says, do you have a backup character ready for this game? And if so, can we please get a preview? Well, hell, Mark, you think I'm going to die that quick?
I am in the party.
So, I do not have a backup character, no.
I don't have a backup character, but I mean, Trin Karen is in several MLMs, so she just basically promotes somebody from her downline.
of course she would.
She
Yeah.
would. That's perfect.
I know who I would have to play, and I think I could just give you one word. We'll sum it up. Yeah, it would be the return of Hannah Barbarian if anything happened to Hilda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
think the only time I purposely made a backup character was in a Call of Cthulhu campaign where you kind of need one.
Yeah.
You need
Cyberpunk
several.
too. That's another one where it's like just always have a backup.
I had a friend years
Oh.
ago that had a whole notebook full of backup characters. He made them for fun because he was the way he played, he just didn't care if his character died. And so he had dozens ready. I was never like that though.
I can appreciate that because I have friends I've played with, and they take it personally when their character dies. Like like that is like an insult to their very life.
That's me.
And I'm kind of like with your friend. I'm like, okay, it's a character. It's dead. I'll just roll up a new one.
Literally invent them every day. It's kind of the whole job. Yep.
I have so many D characters that it would be difficult to actually pick, but I think I'd probably go with the Chuck Tingle-esque cleric of knowledge that I have that didn't get to last very long.
That's horrifying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, she horrified
also
the
brilliant.
libraries of Candlekeep with the books that she donated.
Oh my.
yeah,
Dear Lord,
yeah.
does she pound it in the butt by a spiritual weapon?
No, she wasn't nearly that pedestrian with her poundings.
Oh dear.
I had a character similar to that once, where he had this
for
thing.
7
He had
and a
this
half
thing called.
years.
Well, no. I had this character who carried around this thing called the Great Book of Infinite Knowledge, and throughout the entire campaign, whenever like some question would come up, I would just make up some stupid fact,
Oh,
to the point where I think I drove like the DM half nuts.
There you go.
yeah, gosh, it'd either be the Chuck Tingle cleric or Grandma Whisk, who is a retired barbarian who is now becoming a wizard, so a multi-class half wizard, half barbarian, and is just a teeny tiny little wizened old lady. Oh, let me just get over
I want to run a one shot with y'all where everybody just plays barbarians,
I love that.
Yes!
Hannah
That would
Lee's
be
pretty
great.
hilarious.
and then put
That
you
would
in,
be-
and then put you in situations where you have to do puzzles.
I do
You should
have
do
a
that in
barbarian.
Authors and
evil.
Dragons.
I do have a barbarian character from way back. Her name's Tia Batkiller, and she was your standard barbarian, but she got mad because the guy that had the million characters, he accidentally nearly killed her at one point, and he was a werebat, and so he bit her, and she was terrified that she was going to turn into a bat, and so she kept trying to kill him after that. So that was a lot of fun. So I could play her.
Okay,
Let's
next
do one more
is,
question from the Facebook.
Okay.
What do you got there, Misty?
Last one. Michael Bridgeland wants to know. He says, we've seen Rachel Cardboard cut out and stand-in Thigh Master at Authors and Dragons Con. What will we see to replace the vacuumous space left by Rick's absence this year?
I mean, there was already a cardboard Rick at the last one, which was probably the most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
How do you think I felt after everything that happened to Rachel Cardboard?
Oh, how do you think John felt? Look, with Rachel Cardboard right behind him.
That was
I
pretty
think-
funny.
Still one of the greatest moments ever. Because I'm like,
I
why
walked
is
by
everyone
that-
tagging me?
I walked by that whole situation. I saw the cardboard behind John, and I didn't say anything.
smart.
Sure didn't. I just figured we'd put googly eyes on the back of Bevan's head when we needed Rick to do something. We'd have Bevan talk backwards.
I figured just for the game we'd have Bevan, and just nothing changed. Just let
Get
him
Bevan to
be
get
moved.
Bevan to talk out of his ass. I mean,
So is that where the good
How
As long
Yeah,
as we
tell
don't put
us
the
apart.
googly eyes on his ass, we're fine.
Oh,
That would
God,
be great
no.
if he turned around and just ripped off his shirt and he had a backwards Bill the Vampire shirt on.
that would be hilarious.
That
That would be
good.
amazing.
We could do a cardboard of Misty and have Mist Misty.
I was hoping that
Yeah, we'd
that
have-
I was sliding under the radar.
Oh no.
Misty.
As the victim of the Rachel Cardboard assault. Yeah, no.
I
You
didn't.
ain't getting away that easy.
I didn't put it behind you. That was not me.
I would like it known
Shit
I
was
had
funny.
nothing to do with whatever Rachel Cardboard pulled off. She is a total diva, and I have no control over her.
Well, if you want to know what kind of cardboard antics will be happening in Portland, get over to authorsanddragons.com, buy your ticket, and book your hotel room because the prices go up in just a few days. So, until then, see us next week on SideQuest and back in 2 weeks to see what kind of reward these folks are going to get for killing a demon and raiding the larder.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
I'm all about that mace.